Welcome to Autofaze. On this video, we're gonna fix like 1,000,000 rock chips. And I'm seriously not kidding. So by now you've seen the truck that we have to tow the WS6. That thing is awesome in its own. I've always wanted a super nice truck. I'm stoked I have it. But those 12 wides that are on it with that crazy offset, everyone asks me, are those 14 wides? I'm like, no, it's just the offset and the 12 wide. Those things absolutely destroyed the rockers. So we're gonna do something budget to make it through wintertime. And honestly, really these things need professionally painted, but hey, you know, we're gonna do some garage stuff. So let's see what we're working with. So there's a place here locally called Color Vision, and they'll literally put any color, any paint code color that you want in a can. It turns out so good. It's exactly how we painted the engine bay in the WS6 after we did the stand-up radiator with Fast Speed. So I went back to Color Vision and I said, hey guys, I need Olympic white in a can. And those guys are absolutely cool over there. There's a couple of different branches here locally, but so the plan of attack, we're going to grab a red scuff pad. And I have one around here somewhere. We're just gonna prep it. We're gonna use Eastwood Prep to prep it, scuff it, wipe it down, make sure everything's clean. And then I'm gonna do some coats, I think maybe 3 to 4 coats with the paint in a can. Then after that, I'm gonna let that dry, right? And then I'm gonna hit it with some really good quality clear. And I know what you're saying, like, Travis, this is gonna turn out garbage. I don't know, it might, but the results might surprise you. And then I'm gonna hit it with some seam chip guard. And I really want this to prevent, future rock chips in the future, especially if we go, these things need new tires, so they're not flinging as many rocks as they probably should be. Let's get into it and see how this is gonna work out. I don't even know if that truck is gonna fit in the garage. Probably not. It's probably not. Let's get to it. All right, so I'm here in my buddy's shop. Brian, he has a really rad Civic over there. We're definitely gonna check out the engine bay on that before we start diving into the truck. If anyone wants to see Brian's car as like a build showcase, maybe later on in the spring, maybe I can talk him into actually being on camera and talking about it. We can take it out on the street, do a drive along. Engine bay is absolutely beautiful. It's nice and toasty in here, which is exactly what we need because we can't fit this beast in our garage at home. But let's focus back on the truck. Let's get to painting. We already went over all the materials, so let's get over the budget way to basically winterproof your rockers when you're rocking some wide boys like we are. This is what we're working with. Look at all those rock chips, plus it's kind of dirty. Here we go, gonna hit it with some Pre from Eastwood. I'm gonna put my elbow in the camera. Then I'm just gonna use a microfiber. I probably should get a cheaper one, but this one's from the Rag Company. Just one of their general all-purpose ones. With red scrub pad, I'm gonna scuff it up, scuff it back and forth, get everything nice, and so we can get some sort of pattern in there so the paint will stick. And yeah, nothing too fancy, just gonna scuff it really good. And then after that, I'm gonna hit it with another round of Pre from Eastwood. Just spray and wipe. Get everything as clean as I can so we can start painting. And man, I'm really kind of nervous on how this is gonna look, to be honest. Here we go. Coat number 1, coming in hot. Now I know a lot of people in the comments are gonna say, why didn't I tape off the frame? Well, the facts are I'm gonna be redoing the frame paint as I put my elbow in the camera again. So I'm really not worried about the frame. This is actually laying down pretty nice. Here we go again. I'm gonna go with a round 2, second coat, nice and light. And man, I'm definitely getting some overspray on that frame, but like I said, it's not gonna matter. We're gonna be redoing the frame anyway, and the track bars need to be painted again anyway. They're kind of, can't really tell on camera that those are already kind of cruddy anyway. Those need to be painted, so I think we can probably just get away with doing 3 coats on this and letting it, dry, and then we can throw some clear on it. This is really turning out really good. I'm kind of eager to get this done and pull the tape off and see what it looks like. All right, last coat for the paint, and I would say without seeing this dry, it looks like it's gonna paint match pretty good. And honestly, this might end up turning into a pretty budget fix. I'm glad we're getting rid of all those rock chips. The main thing here is just to protect these rockers from getting surface rust this winter. We're just trying to keep this truck nice. My fingers are starting to hurt, so I'm switching to my thumb. And man, my finger I was using is really getting kind of sore. I'm not used to spray painting this much. Oh yeah, almost done with the third coat. Come on, fingers, you can do this. All right, we let it dry. We're gonna hit it with some good quality clear, do a little shake action, and off we go to the races. Nice and light. You know, honestly, this is the first time I've ever used can clear. Normally I just let it ride and I never clear it, so I'm kind of nervous to see what this looks like. This is number 2. All right, it's time to put the chip guard down from seam, and this stuff actually lays down pretty heavy. And I'm just trying to give this some protection, so if little rocks hit it again, maybe they won't chip. That's kind of the whole theory behind it. So we'll see how it looks. Once it's all done, we'll go here to the back, and probably just gonna do 2 coats of this. I think that'll be enough. And definitely eager to see what the final product's gonna look like once we remove this plastic. So this seam chip guard sealer, it goes on super thick. It says on the can here, 2 to 3 medium coats. I want this to be the most protection from rocks and stuff. As you saw, there was a billion rock chips on there, so I'm gonna do at least 3 heavy coats. We'll let it dry 30 minutes or so, and we'll see what it looks like. Coat number 2. This stuff smells not that good. I really should have got my respirator, but basically we're just walking out of the shop each time and just, making sure it's well ventilated in between coats, and that's me. That's on me for forgetting my respirator. I know someone's gonna mention that, and honestly I really should have it. So if you ever do painting, wear a respirator, protect your lungs. It's not worth it even on quick jobs, and that's completely on me. About to wrap up here on coat number 2. Man, the anticipation is definitely building. I want to see if this was worth my time or not. I know it's going to help protect the rock chips, but at the end of the day, was it worth the time? Was it worth the effort? Was it worth the money investing in the material? We're going to find out. We're getting really close here to the end, and do a little bit more on this back bedside, and then we're gonna wait, and we're going to get this coating on number 3. Number 3, here we go. It probably doesn't look like this is coating very well on camera, but it's actually coming out a lot better. I feel like I watched the second coat on the camera, and it feels like it comes out more like celly string, but that's not the case. This honestly turned out way better than I ever thought it would, especially for a budget deal. I ended up only using 1 can of each, and only like honestly only half a can of each. So I mean, really, this is like under $100 fix, maybe definitely under the $70 to do this and protect the rockers for wintertime. And actually, it turned out incredibly well. Let me know what you guys think. I wish I would have gone up just a little bit higher. There's a little bit more rock chips. I went to the body line, kind of in case it didn't work out, so no one would really see it whenever they're walking by, or you're looking down at the truck, I wish I would have gone up just a little bit higher, maybe to the bottom of the doors, and totally got rid of all the rock chips, but not a big deal. I'll go in later on and touch those up with a little toothpick thing or my little pin tool or something, but I'm stoked in how it looks. Don't murder me in the comments. I'm not a painter. I'm just a dude trying to protect his truck and keep it rust free. Thanks everyone for watching. We'll see you on the next one.